All right, so if you have not had a chance to see or order our beautiful Today's Special, this is so amazing, first of all. Just the actual construction of this and how they did this to create these beautiful curved links and then make it, I love that it's a stretch. You'd never know it's a stretch, first of all. When you put it on, it just looks like the coolest, most beautiful, super expensive. Looks like you paid a fortune. A fortune. You bought this at a boutique somewhere and paid an arm and a leg, and anywhere else in the world you would. But because it's stretch, it's just no fuss, no muss. You slip it on your wrist. It looks like $1 million. It's a one size fits everybody. It's only $99.98. Wow. It's on 5 payments of $20 a month. Here is the turquoise. How many left in the turquoise, Allison? 190 of you can own the turquoise. Jay is Mr. Turquoise. Nobody does turquoise like Jay King. Period, bar none. I love everything about it. Look, this is all handcrafted. Everything. The silver stations are handcrafted. All of these are carved, polished by hands. They have to drill the interior on a curve. I have no idea how they even do that in order to create this beautiful stretch design. If you want the turquoise, final call. 190 people can own it, and we will say goodbye to it. I hope you're able to get yours. Then we have the lapis. I actually, they gave me a sample to wear the lapis. I've not wanted to take this off. It's so beautiful. It matches everything. If you're a blue girl, if you love your blues, that's as good as it gets. There's, how many, Allison? Okay, I have 600. I know that sounds like a lot. It's not gonna be enough. If you want the lapis, it's gorgeous. You would never know it's stretch. It's so cool. When they gave me the sample and I picked it up off, they had it in a little, in my drawer. When I picked it up, I thought it was hard. I'm looking for the clasp. I'm like, wait a minute, it's stretchy. Oh, it's stretchy. You would never know it's stretchy because it looks like this solid bangle, but it has all this softness and ease. It's not clangy, and it's fun to layer. It looks great with anything else or all by itself. If you want the lapis, grab it. It's gorgeous. You will, again, it's $99, it's under $100, all natural, all genuine. This is called magnesite. Magnesite, you rarely see this naturally. This is the kind of thing we would find in Tucson, and everybody sees it and flips out. It's naturally done in this creamy white with hints and shades of grays and charcoals and blacks. It is so cool. It matches everything. It looks so beautiful with the rest of your jewelry. That's the magnesite, natural, gorgeous magnesite. Also still available, a couple hundred. All of these are into the hundreds. I mean, we are down the home stretch here. This is it. So if you haven't ordered it yet, I would encourage you to do so. Last but not least, this is such a beautiful stone. We never see this. It's called Thulite. And it is like raspberries. Look at the color. It is a beautiful, beautiful, deep pink red color. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. For $99.98, $20 on your credit card. You pick your favorite, get more than one. They really look great together. And then there are matching pieces to go back to it. There's matching necklaces. I'm wearing matching earrings. There's matching rings to work back. So if you'd like to build a suite, this is the day to do it. You can add, we have a shorter necklace. I believe that comes in at 18 inches. And then we have the longer necklace also. So you can choose the necklace to work back to it. They're gorgeous. I'm wearing the matching earrings. I love these J hoops. They're really classy. So we have a J hoop earring. We have matching pendants back here. So if you'd like to add any of the matching pieces, they are limited, but they are still here, I think. Limited way, but I think we have most of those choices. So let's introduce you to our own resident Indiana Jones. We've nicknamed Jay that because he has his own airplane. He travels to the far off reaches to find these amazing things, and this is going to be a very exciting show. Jay, it's always a pleasure. Thank you so much for working so hard to help us all get to own things that we would never even dream of, that we wouldn't even know exist. That's what makes this so exciting.
You know what's amazing? I'm just sitting here, you're doing all the selling, and I want to buy it all. You're amazing. I mean, you know, we were laughing about this earlier.
You're so
cute.
You
know, the last time we worked together was actually a Tucson Gem Show.
I know.
Right?
We have not worked together in a year.
It's been a year.
I know.
One year. I can't believe
it. Crazy, Jay.
It's crazy. Well, but I'm so happy that we're getting to spend this time together. We've got such a unique show. You know, I'm excited about it, and I'm glad. You know, what's exciting about it is that you're excited about it. But you know, you're so knowledgeable about this stuff, Colleen. You know, it's really. I mean, you hit all the high points on this. I mean, one of the things that Colleen and I have in common is Colleen designs a lot of her things. She also deals with some of the manufacturing. So she has a little reality.
Well, I don't even know how you did this, Jay. When I look at this, it's like, how did they do that? It's like, it's cool? Magic. Because in order to get the jewelers, that strong, hefty jeweler's elastic, through the stones, and they're not flat stones. So you have to, I don't even know how they do it, how they drill it on a curve. I mean, this is a real, it's like a little mini masterpiece we're looking at here. By the way, if you want the Lapis, 500 left. If you want the turquoise, there's 100 left. Guys, you need to jump in. This is it. So I hope you're able to get yours. It's so beautiful, but it really had to be a very difficult project to create this, Jay.
You know, when this, just like anything you do, when it, this first came out as a drawing, as a concept, and they sent it to me, and I said, well, that's cool, let's pursue it. And then, you know, I said, but I don't see how we're gonna do it. I just don't logistically see how this is gonna work. I design and manufacture product for the last 44 years. So you have a little bit of reality on what can and can't be done. They did the first prototype on this. It looked beautiful. It was done in turquoise.
Right.
They sent it to me. I figured it out. And Colleen, we would have had to sell it right under $400.
I believe that.
It would have been like, it would have been around, we would have maybe be able to sell for like $399, $398, something like that. I mean, that's how much it was going to cost. I told everybody, I said, you know, look, there's just no way to do this. I mean, you know, let's just shelve this project. It's not going to work. And this was a TS concept, and today's special concept. And so they, unbeknownst to me, they didn't give up, you know, which is normal. You know, the people I work, all my family that I work with, right? They totally ignore me. So they kept on working on this because they believed in it.
Yeah.
And they finally got this down. I mean, this was, you know, several years in the making, from the initial concept till they could actually make this. I was just blown away when they finally figured out how to do these. And these are all individually hand done. And you pointed out the big thing. The main thing is, how do you drill on a curve? You know, like when you drill something normally, okay, so you have something that's a piece like this, and then you take a drill and you drill through it. Well, it drills straight. It doesn't drill a curve. You know, like, how do you do that? And not only that, anytime that when you're doing this, I want everybody to realize how intricate these are. When you're on a curve, but then if you get that drill hole a little bit, I mean, I'm talking like just, you know, like a hair too high or too low, it won't lay. It won't lay right? It'll lay out of place. If you don't drill it exactly in the center of that, it won't. Do you see how these all line up?
Yes.
Like you were saying, Colleen, it looks like a solid bracelet.
It does.
It looks like a solid bangle. You wouldn't even know that it stretches.
You would not. Hey, Jay, I want to talk, before we say goodbye to the lapis. Turquoise is almost gone, but let's talk about lapis for a minute, because lapis is something, you and I, we've both been going to Tucson. You've been going a lot longer than me, but I have been going also for a couple of decades, and I will say one of the things that when we used to go years ago, you see a lot more lapis. Now, good lapis, natural lapis like this, that is not dyed, so much of the lapis you see now is dyed, it's color enhanced, because the good stuff, the natural stuff, is so difficult and ridiculously expensive. I mean, the price have gone through the roof on lapis. So I was so excited to see you were able to do this bracelet for us in lapis, Jay. And this particular lapis, you can see the color is gorgeous. It looks wet. The finish is so shiny and so beautiful. So let's talk about that a little bit, because lapis is so hot. And I think to get lapis, a bracelet like that for $99 is a steal, don't you?
Well, just to get lapis of this quality it's just not available on the commercial market. Like you said, when you're in Tucson, you used to see a lot more of the lapis and a lot more out there. What you saw last year at Tucson, anything that was lapis, most of it was denim lapis that they had color enhanced, that they had treated. This is the natural color. We haven't done anything to it. The only reason that I even have this lapis is the fact some of this material is over 20 years old.
Wow.
One of the things that we do, as you know, we buy lapis, same thing with turquoise, anything we do. The first thing it does, we come in, we sort it by size, we sort it by color, and then we sort it by grade. This was all material that we would siphon off and start and keep back because, you know, you're really high-end lapis material, you know you're always going to have a market for it. It started happening about 5 years ago. But about 3 years ago is when it just shut down. I mean, literally shut down. I went on 3 lapis buying trips, which they're very expensive, and they're not probably one of the more fun places that you go to actually be able to sort your materials.
Right.
And we got zero. I went on 3 individual trips that year, 3, not last year, but the year before that. And I literally walked away with nothing. So what we finally did, I decided to bite the bullet. You know, we had 5 warehouses in 5 different, so five warehouses and 5 small cutting shops that we were cutting lapis at. That, you know, that was, well, we cut everything, turquoise, everything at those shops too. I mean, everything we do. But I've taken that, and now those 5 warehouses are now down to 2 warehouses. Now, I'm not saying that the whole warehouse is full of lapis. I'm just saying that we've taken 5 locations and we've taken that down to 2 locations. And within 6 months, those 2 locations will be consolidated to 1 location.
Wow.
I call this the rainbow calsilica effect. What you do is, but like with rainbow calsilica, we were cutting it at all 5 facilities.
Right.
But then, you know, then you keep narrowing it down until you know you've gotten that last little scrap.
Right,
of
exactly.
that material.
Okay.
And we're at that point.
So here's the deal. The turquoise is sold out. Thank you,
cool.
Gone, enjoy it, congratulations, you're going to love it. Lapis is next. With everybody ordering, there's a few more than 400 left. You need to dive in here, it's your last chance, guys. It is genuine lapis lazuli, it is the natural color, it has that beautiful deep rich blue. Very unusual to get a lapis bangle like that for under $100. This isn't, like Jay said, in the real world, this is hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars to get something. And this is all handcrafted, hand carved, hand strung. Even the silver work, right, Jay? Even the silver work, that is all done. Like each little segment is custom made because it has to fit perfectly into the bracelet, to sit flush to the stones next to it, right?
Everything about that and everything about our jewelry is all individually hand done. And that's the only way you can do these kinds of designs. It's just like the lapis beads, the silver work, that's all done from sterling silver sheet material by our silversmiths. I mean, it's what they do is, you know, they actually literally handcraft every one of those beads.
Wow.
The really, I think that the star of the show, though, is the lapidary work. Yeah. The stonework here, and like I said, when we first made the first prototype, which I told them, you know, you're not going to be able to do this. It's not going to work, right? And you know, I never say that. I mean, I always say, you know, everything's possible. That's kind of my thing. You know, everything's possible. In this case, I remember when we first did it, I said, this isn't going to work, guys. You can't do this. It's not. There's no way to do it. And so they made me wrong by making the first prototype. Wow. We did it in turquoise. It was so cool, just like you said. You know, the thing with bangles is this. Your hand is bigger than your wrist. So if you make a bangle that fits over the hand, then it's sloppy on the wrist, right? I mean, that's just the way it is. And so we've done hinge bangles, all kinds of different things. This was the first time I ever saw them do this. But the key thing here is how do you drill that? And not just one hole, there's 2. They've done it with 2.
Yes, it's a
There's
double.
2 holes that are literally hairs apart. Is that incredible?
Yeah.
And then they arc it up, and so they have to get it dead center. It literally has to be within like a hair of center. If they don't, then they don't lay right. They'll be out of sequence. You could actually feel them when you take these and put them around your wrist. You can roll them, and they feel like one piece. And just like Colleen was saying, it looks like it's one piece. You wouldn't even know until you pull it that it stretches.
I love it. Okay, guys, here's what's happening. If you want to get more than one, this is the chance to do that. The turquoise blue sold out. The lapis blue will be next. However, the Thulite is very limited. I have a couple hundred, and same with the Magnesite. So, and I love that red, white, and blue together. They look beautiful. So if you're thinking about maybe you want to get yourself a little early Valentine, this is your chance to get something special, handcrafted, exclusive, rare, beautiful, and so affordable. $20 on your credit card with the shipping and handling. We'll have this delivered home to you in a few days so you can be wearing it and enjoying it. And it's one of those bracelets you don't have to, you'll put it on, you might not ever want to take it off. It's so comfortable. It's so smooth. Nothing's going to snag on your clothing or in your hair. This is one of those bangles that you forget you're wearing it. It is so amazingly comfortable. You will just, I know you will love it. So pick at least one today if you haven't ordered yet. If you are thinking about the blue, I would get that now because this is probably your last chance to get the lapis. You can see how gorgeous it is. And then there's the Thulite one more time, and there's the Magnesite. We're just getting warmed up. We have such a beautiful show planned for you. In fact, if you are like me and you love your blues, the necklace I'm wearing is all, it looks like sapphires. This is all faceted lapis. So be on the lookout. I'll get you some info on that.